The tail will tell you what the market is trying to do. Okay? How much pressure there is, how much movement there is. Every candle in the market is an indication. The only difference is that where the candle is located is what makes the difference. Okay, so this particular candle gives us an indication that the market is going to continue going down short. Okay, there is strength to go short. The next candle opens up right here. This is the opening of the next candle. Okay, what it does is it moves down a little bit, probably hovers all the way back up, bounces off of its nearest resistance. Okay, once you break through a support line, it then becomes resistance. Okay, so consider these lines that are drawn on my screen. These are pivot points, but consider them as walls. These walls try to hold the market in. Okay, look at them as walls. So this wall traps the market and pushes the market back down. This right here is what we call an upside down exhaustion. Okay, what it means is that you have the body on one side of the candle and you have this large tail on the other side. Okay, if I put my arrow on the body, you get an idea which way the market is heading. So what do we have now here? First thing first, we have a pattern here that tells us the market's going to continue. The next candle opens up, it's going north. Okay, it's going north. The average person freaks out, saying, oh, the market's turning around, the market's turning around. No, it's not turning around. What it's actually doing, it's doing its retracement. Okay, you have a position short that you've taken here at the open of the next candle. How do you know what is the right spot to wait for? Do you put in your stops based on recent high, recent low? Do you put in your stops saying that, oh, 20 pips is good, so I'm going to put in 20 pips? Or do you actually analyze, if the market goes against me, how far will it go? Okay, that is a question you need to ask yourself. So in this particular case, the market goes up all the way till here, bounces off, comes back down and closes here, giving you a trend continuation pattern again, yet once again. Next candle opens up, current candle getting ready to drop. Now, everyone understood this so far? Can I get a yes or a no? Everyone understanding this so far? Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, tons of yeses. Okay, here we go. Now, moving, Shaw, repeat. Shaw, this is recorded, don't worry. And I have several other webinars that talk about this kind of stuff. It's called Pro Trading Strategy. It's on youtube.com. Okay, now, these two candles are related to each other and they tell you the market's going to go short. So you short, okay? You're obviously holding on to short. And now you're obviously making pips. But that's Euro USD, okay? Put Euro USD aside. You've taken a look at it already, okay? Let me write this stuff down for you guys so you guys can see this. Okay. I trade 7 pairs. Euro USD, pound dollar, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, Euro yen, and US dollar CAD, US dollar Swiss franc. These pairs that I wrote on top, they move together. These pairs that I wrote on bottom, they move in the opposite direction. I'm not going to get into details of correlation and how to find it, this and that. Just believe me on this one and just go with the information. There's not much time for me to explain this. So these pairs on top, they go together. So let's take a look at the other correlating pairs, such as pound dollar, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, and euro yen. Let's see what they had to say in these last few hours. Pound. Okay, pound here. Now, remember that pattern I told you, an exhaustion, this thing here. This is an upside down exhaustion. When you actually have the exhaustion the right way, which comes, let me show you if I can find you an example. When you have an exhaustion in the correct way, which is like this, it gives you an indication that the market is going to reverse. But if it's in the direction, because if you if you take the arrow, you put it on the body, you know which way the market's going. But if this is upside down, it's a trend continuation pattern. It means for example, like this one, the live one that we're looking at, it's basically saying it tried to go up, but it couldn't. There is so much pressure still pushing it down. Okay? In other words, trend continuation. The market will continue to fall. So, let's take a look at pound. Pound had this pattern here. Not really an exhaustion. Not really an exhaustion. Take a look at this body here. This body did not end up closing a little bit tighter. If this body ended up closing a little bit tighter in the previous candle, we'd have a situation. The market would turn around. What happens? Opening of the next candle opens up. Okay? You are assuming the market is going to continue short at least till the next line here. It doesn't. It goes north. Okay, it's going north. You're freaking out. How far will it go? Does the market ever go 500 pips against you? No. Whatever the market does, there's always a reason. And there's always a distance where it can go to, and there's always a turnaround from there. So, take a look at this. Market moves up. Does not go to your current day's pivot line, but it goes to your yesterday's pivot line. Okay, your yesterday's wall, like we said. And let me draw that here. Boom, it bounces off of there, comes back down, and creates this upside down exhaustion, taking the next candle all the way down into your profit zone. Okay, so again, we understood this part. Okay, Euro USD says short. Pound is saying short still. Okay, let's take a look at Aussie dollar. Now, on Aussie dollar, we had a perfect exhaustion here. This is an exhaustion. Remember this exhaustion that I was telling you about? That's giving you an indication for a reversal. That's what happens. The exhaustion tells you that the market is going to reverse. Opening of the next candle, the market didn't actually go too high, too long. It actually came back down, closed, and gave us another exhaustion, taking the market down. Very confusing, right? You don't know what's going on Aussie dollar. So on Aussie dollar, I'm going to put confusion, mess, headache. Okay, I'm going to put all the words that you can possibly call this. I'm not going to swear, but I'm going to put all the words that you would possibly look at this. If you were trading this pair, this is all you would say. Because the trade would not end up going in your favor, even though everything is aligned correctly. Okay? You think there's an exhaustion, market's going to go up. It doesn't go up. Why? It's confusing you. They're saying the sound is distorted. Can everyone hear me just fine? I just want to confirm. Okay. So moving on. Okay, so moving on to New Zealand dollar. Okay, perfect exhaustion. Next candle, market moves up, comes back down, and closes. Okay, now long/success. This particular long trade went north, made a touch, and came back down. Okay. You went long at the opening of the next candle on this particular one. Let me clean this up for you guys here. Okay. All right. You saw this exhaustion and you went long. You went long from right around here. Okay. This is the exhaustion candle, which tells you there is a reversal happening. You went long here. The market went up. It touched your resistance line, and you made your pips. You exited your pips. So we're gonna write that long and a success. Let's take a look at Euro Yen. Euro Yen. All right. We have the same pattern that we see on Euro USD. We have this trend continuation pattern that tells us the market's way too strong. It's pushing the market down. So next candle opens up, you sell, but the market doesn't go down. It goes up. It goes past your resistance line. It goes higher than that. You start freaking out. For those of you who have followed my previous webinars, what do you do at this point when you see the market moving live and it's going against you and it's even gone past your resistance? What does that mean? Do I do anything? Does it mean anything? Okay, I'm testing you guys now. Let me see how much you guys pay attention to my other webinars. Okay, Mark Sanders saying you can wait or bail. Brian, I will go through the exhaustion. In fact, there is another webinar that discusses the exhaustions very precisely. Wasim Khan says, wait till stop loss hits. Rebecca Austin says, depending on your money management strategy. Jay, first answer, that is correct. Jay is saying, wait for the candle to close. Okay. Always remember one rule of thumb. Until the candle is not closed, the candle means nothing. This particular candle that is running right now looks like the market is going to reverse, but I can't tell anything about it until it's closed and I have a certain direction. Because it's moving, and we all know in Forex, things can happen in a matter of minutes.